I used cannabis at a very early age, but I very soon found cocaine from that. I was drinking and using cocaine on my own. Very soon after that came heroin, and this was right towards the end of my using. I was smoking heroin and crack cocaine with drinking. Shoplifting food to sell to get heroin and crack. I was getting arrested 2 or 3 times a week. So I would take it upon myself to get arrested so that I had somewhere to stay. Banging on the police station door, throwing abuse at officers. I was accused once of punching one of the senior officers. I do not remember that. I went to the train station and walked along the tracks. It's kind of that describes the desperation that I was in at that time. And I met a girl and she told me about a place in Stevenage called the Living Room. I had never heard of it before. I gave it a shot. The way the Living Room worked is an abstinence-based program, you know, and it's, for this addict, that is the only way that I can get better. 1 drink is too many and 1,000 was never enough for me. So it's that first drink or drug that does the damage for me. I don't think there's many people that come into recovery and get it first time, you know, and that's certainly not my story. And the Living Room were great about it, you know, they were really happy to see me come back.
Maybe if you can talk to Darren about why that's been important for you.
The process of the Living Room is what you've done, why you've done it. So there will be 2 counsellors in the room and then a whole room full of recovering addicts. But there are also one-to-ones that you can take part in. I came into recovery thinking no one had done things as bad as what I've done. I kept them really deep, you know, some of the things that I've done to get my drink and to get my drugs. Coming into a place like this and getting identification with another addict is amazing for me, you know. I thought the way that I was behaving only affected me, and I was so wrong. I broke my mum and dad's heart, you know. Yeah, so I met someone who was also in treatment. Over a year down the line now, we're still together, and we've got a 5-week-old daughter, so my life has changed dramatically, you know. My mum and dad's are so proud of me at the moment. I mean, my mum will always worry about me. Me getting into recovery in the Living Room has not only saved my life, but it saved my partner's, my little baby, and my parents' lives as well, you know. Like, my loved ones can really move on with their lives now, knowing that I'm on a good path. The Living Room offers the same treatment that you get in a residential rehab that costs thousands of pounds, but it's free. I mean, I don't know many addicts out there that have got thousands of pounds to spend on rehab.
Maybe give it to the lady, we'll buy that if you want it.
Yeah, I felt like I lived in a really dark place, but now that I'm in recovery, I realise it was insight. Like, the world has not changed since I've been in recovery, but I've changed, and I live in a beautiful world today.